As you travel around Amish country in late summer and fall, you will no doubt see corn being harvested. The corn grown by dairy farmers in the county is generally kept right on the farm to be used as a feed for their herd. Usually the corn will be harvested at different times in the fall, depending on its intended use. Some corn will be harvested using a forage harvester, which chops the entire plant, stalk, leaves, and ears into small bits, and the resulting product will be ensiled, which is a type of controlled fermentation in upright silos, silage bags, or pit or bunk silos. At other times, just the kernel of the corn will be harvested. The kernels may be ground right on the farm and ensiled also. The kernels might possibly be picked up or sent to a local granary to be used in a grain product, to be sent back to the farm for later use. Here in this video, we will be seeing the entire cob being harvested using a vintage corn picker. These cobs, and along with the attached kernels, will be brought back to the yard to be ground using a hammer mill bagger combination. Once ensiled, the product is known as earlage. Some farmers prefer just to ensile the kernels, while others the cob and the kernels. There's no shortage of debate among farmers about which is better. For instance, earlage provides about 20% more feed per acre than the grain alone, but it has a lower energy content. There are many other advantages and disadvantages of earlage, and if you want to learn more, do a quick search, advantages of earlage over just kernels. North Dakota State University has a great article comparing silage, earlage, and kernel harvesting. I love seeing cornfields from above like this. The patterns and the different ways it was planted, and the holes in the middle, and you wonder what created those gaps. It looks pretty neat, doesn't it? Let's go back to the barnyard and see one of these hammer mill baggers in action. Here you see the ears in a gravity wagon. The product flows out an open door and onto a conveyor belt to be fed into the hammer mill. The mill is a rotating drum fitted with free swinging hammers that shred and crushes the product. From there, the crushed product, which is like a coarse cornmeal, is fed into the silage bag. There it will be ensiled. The yellow tank you see here holds a silage inoculant. That's a product that contains beneficial bacteria to help improve the fermentation process and preserve the earlage. The inoculant is misted onto the ground up product as it's fed into the silage bag. There are definitely way too many ears here to tell any secrets. Some viewers may see this as odd, but here a neighbor boy, hired here with his tractor, makes the 3/4 mile haul of corn to the yard faster and safer. The first field is on quite a steep grade, being hard on horses having to haul down the hill to a neighboring farm's lane and back up to this farm. Using a team of horses to jockey the gravity carts into position would be difficult at best. A skid steer makes the job easier and safer all around. Sometimes using new methods, such as silage bags, makes the use of more modern equipment necessary. Making a living on small dairy farms today is much different than in the past, especially as the Amish have had to increase their herds to make farming financially feasible. Always remember, the Amish aren't stuck in some fictitious past. They adopt change slower than society in general, but they still do change. Here's a close-up of the corn picker. It works on the same idea as a chicken plucker. Instead of a chicken rolling around and having its feathers pulled off by dozens of fingers, a cob is rolled around having its husks removed. The remainder of the corn plant, the leaves, the stalks, and the husks, will be mowed up and baled to be used as animal bedding. Some farmers will plow or disc this under to decompose, but this farm, being no-till, will remove the residue.